Here's an old familiar sight, everybody. We're in the old house right now, and one of the first things that we're going to do, we're going to come down here and we're going to check out that dehumidifier that we all set up down here. And it looks like it's doing its job. You see, what we had going on down here was we had some rust coming in on the I-beam, water getting in the wood, and we were having some serious mold problems. Oh, about a couple months back, having some serious stuff going on. You can see that the water even damaged the plywood cabinets over there. So I think USA Bill or my grandfather had this dehumidifier that we said, hey, you ain't using it. We need it over at the homestead. So we brought it down here one day and just set it up. And I think that's been about a month, 2 months ago. Anyway, what I want to do is I just want to walk around the house showing y'all, oh, I forgot to turn the light off, can't do that. Showing y'all about this house. I guess I'll start down here, start in the basement, work my way up. Oh, and this room is where the old boiler and stuff used to be. You can see most of it is still down here. The oil tanks over there, which still have some oil in them. The two old furnaces, and then the new furnace, which was put in. Oh, when was this put in? December 2007. So it's been here a while. And then in this next room, we have an old washing machine and some other storage, an old mattress. And check this out, guys. This shower probably hasn't been used in 20 plus years and it still works like it was new. Anyway, we're going to go upstairs. There's a water softener. There's an old water heater, I think. So let's go upstairs and check out the rest of this house. I'll try to shut this door. Can't really do that because the extension cord is messing us up. Wanting to get in the way of every little thing. Okay, there's that one. Okay, coming into the house, we have the kitchen. And then storage, an old stove, which I think even still works. Yeah, but the lighter must have gone out. I hear the gas. There we go. There we go. So, the old stove works. We got some clothing in here. Here's the bathroom. The upstairs one with the shower, toilet, old Maytag washer and the sink. I think the water shut off to the house because we had a leak someplace. I'm not looking in there. I don't want to know what's in there. This is the main living area. I'm going to call this a TV room. I'm going to call this like your dining room. Well, that's the kitchen. So this entire area is going to be like the main social area of the house. You got a little space heater that we use in the wintertime. Nice doors. I forget what kind of wood this is. But let's venture upstairs, up this nice old staircase here, and see what's been going on up here. Let's start over here on the far east side of the house. Most of these bedrooms have been used for storage, and you can see that we're also in the process of renovating it. What was happening was when the old tile roof on the house was in such bad shape that it was actually starting to leak. We had water damage in this room and the next room and maybe some more. So what my family did is we put a lot of money into the roof to have a company come down and completely redo the roof, take all the tile off and put new tile on. Well, the same tile, but they put in some roof trusses and new plywood and stuff like that, new downspouts, new gutters. And then we had a friend of my dad's come in here and take off the old plaster down to the lath strips, and then he's going to put up new drywall. I'll show you the finished drywall result here. So, look at that room earlier in the video, and then look here. New plaster walls. These two I didn't think he touched, but this one and this one we'll put plaster on, and then the ceiling's plastered. Got a nice closet here, plenty deep enough. So going through the other side of the house, we have the upstairs bathroom, which has no running water because I think the toilet was leaking. You see, nobody's lived in this house for a long time, so it's going to need a lot of work. You can see here more drywall work. I think he did the walls too, but there's a nice closet there. It was a Saturday worth of work. This is the master bedroom, I believe. And it's the most finished because that's where my uncle usually slept when he spent the night here. You can see the pile of dead bugs. You can look out over the yard and see the lane. You can look out to the south and see the highway and the trees. You can't look out to the north because there's no windows, but there's a nice closet here with tons of clothes. I gotta get a belt buckle that has my name on it too. A lot of nice clothes in here. Oh, and even some vintage Coke bottles. I did not know he had these. 1982 World Champions. Coke and Cardinals. I'm sure it's still good, but I'm not gonna drink it. I didn't know he had a whole case of those. There's gotta be at least 16 bottles down there, probably even 20. That's what I like about this old house. There's a lot of history in it, a lot of cool stuff, and even a door snake. Hello. So, that's the house that my dad grew up in, that my granddad lived in. This house is, I want to say, over 200 years old. You can see some of the water damage there in this bathroom. This house was built before the Civil War, so I want to say it's a nice old country house that I'm going to live in one of these days, and it's going to need a lot of upkeep and work. When I say upkeep and work, you saw some of the work that needs to be done. There's water damage on these windows here because they used to leak. So, leave some comments about this nice old house. Any questions you have, I'll answer them as best I can. Hi. So, before we walk around the outside of the house, I want to show you that some of the stucco here is actually falling off, and some of the other stucco is falling off too. Let's see if we can find a chunk of it down here by the air conditioner. Yeah, that's a piece of concrete. I don't see any stucco. But what I'd like to do is, like right here, I'd like to get somebody in here who can fix that, like a carpenter. Somebody that specializes in exterior window repair. And I'd also like to knock all the stucco off the house to where it's just brick, and put siding, put vinyl siding on the house. There's some of that tile that they took off then put back on. And you can see I've got a lot of string trimming to do. I've let it go too long. This is the front of the house. This is the porch. You can see the nice new downspouts they put on. It's good thick metal on the downspouts. They didn't do this one. There's a cistern right here that rainwater would come down off the roof and go into. But you can see here how nice this stuff is. It's not just tube shaped, it's star shaped, so it is going to help prevent clogs. Here's some stucco. And you can see how brittle that stuff is. There's a grape arbor that my dad and I need to come back out and work on. You can even see some of the grapes. I'd like to get that satellite dish out of here. I'd like to clean that siding off, but I'd need a pressure washer to do that. Stay tuned until next time when I talk about tires, more car stuff, and don't forget to subscribe to YouTube's best channel.